This is the oncoming storm. Join us on our Discord. Like the video. Join us on our YouTube page and subscribe. All of these things help a great deal. Now, we are still in our fireside chats, even though we've lost our fireside picture. And today we're going to cover the Elzedith. And yes, I've done some testing with them here since the attack speeds. The Elzedith should be a marksman class that focuses on killing. Rapid fire on the male Elzedith is very reminiscent of Zeus's multiple arcane missile attack. 5 rapid shots to replace a normal attack. It's just not turning out to be as good as it seems. The critical rate, he's going to deal 50% more critical damage to enemies with negative effects. Well, okay, that sounds very nice, but he works against himself. His Purifying Sky ability is about removing all of the buffs of the other team. And this becomes the problem that we see with both sides of the coin. The female Elzedith, her passive reduces their attack speed by 30% for 3 seconds. Her normal attacks reduce the enemy's attack speed by 30%. And then her ultimate, even it is not very impressive, because it has a 30% chance to inflict frozen, which is essentially just another stun. The problem is, you took a marksman class and you made them all about debuffing the opponent. Well, that's not where they need to be. They just don't compete. Even with the things that have been corrected for attack speed. Taking the time to debuff your opponent instead of doing damage is not where you want to be. There are so many better options. I keep coming back to them, but it comes down to Ignis, Aeson, Travaine. These are the ones you should be looking at. Because maybe if you had a team that you were up against that was all about attack speed, Elzedith might be an improvement. But the fact is, she only debuffs one enemy. Her cone's not that big. And the damage she does not compete with the others. I can't in good conscience recommend anybody push the Elzedith clan at this point. But I'm going to tell you the same thing I always do. Just because I don't like them doesn't mean they're unplayable. Almost every champion in this game, you can use them. Use who you like, but that does not make them the strongest ones. This clan focuses too much away from damage. Making them less impressive. I like their artwork. I even like some of the ideas around them. This hit everybody with a rain of ice arrows feels like it ought to be very good. But their strength doesn't compete. See, we come and look, their base strength at top level, 480,000, 500,000. And then we go and we look at the Ignis clan, and this is the one that's tough to ignore. Her strength is 684,000. She starts from such a higher base position. The Elzedith don't compete. This game really is built on burst. Spending your time trying to debuff, it might be okay, but it's not great. They don't compete. They're B tier, C tier possibly. They're not quite trash. They do enough damage to hold their own, but they are not your best choices. And that's what's wrong with the Elzedith. They just aren't the best choice. They aren't the best choice for attack. They aren't the best choice for moving forward. And they focus on debuffing your opponent. Focus on buffing your team. You want to do good DPS. You want to move forward. You want to make a difference. You want to get punch above your level. All these nice things. Those happen when you buff your team. Debuffing the other team, yeah, it might help you, but it just doesn't compete with 30% attack speed, with 30% strength buffs. The buffs that you get are hard to overcome in the first place. And yeah, the Elzedith might be able to help overcome some of that, but we're right back to, at least they're not the marshmallows they were before attack speed came. The attack speed corrections have made them better than they were. They're no longer an unplayable class. They still do some things. Yes, you can slow down your opponent. Yes, you can cause stuns. Yes, you can reduce the amount of damage that's coming in. But they don't dish out enough damage to help you kill your opponent before they kill you. That's where this comes down. You want to win at this game, you want to kill your opponent before they can kill you. And the Elzedith just are not built for that. Have a good day.